and welcome to African Voices platform. My name is Chiwe Chihana. The Sheffield music scene has been taking a turn, and I think we've been growing in that aspect. Some of the things have been like increased African origin music live events, and here with us today, the studio is somebody who's been quite pivotal to that movement and shift. Akinseye, welcome to African Voices platform.
Thank you for having me, Chiwe. Thank you.
It's lovely to have you. You've been doing quite a lot. I mean, we spoke to you a few months ago, but then since then, Sound Café, which you founded, has grown. But I wondered if you could, before we get into Sound Café, if you could just tell us, who is Akinseye?
Interesting question. So Akinseye is a creative. I'm a creative person, and I grew up loving music. I grew up wanting to play music instruments, so I think I started with playing the keyboard, the piano at some point, and then moving into playing the bass guitar, and you know, for that my interest in music started to grow, and over some period of time I started getting interest in, you know, working with people who love music as well.
Yeah.
So I wanted people to be heard. So if you've got really nice music, for example, I wanted your music out there. And so that was how I started, you know, loving to be behind the scene, helping people push their music. So that's a preamble as to who I am, really.
Who you are, what influences you.
And what influences what I'm currently doing.
Right. So that journey started in Nigeria.
Yes.
When you're talking about playing instruments, that was in Nigeria, but also the promotional aspect or supporting in the background, that started in Nigeria before you brought it to Sheffield.
Yes, it started back home in Nigeria. So that journey started with me working with a gospel artist at some point. Then in 2018, I met someone called Godwin Tom, who is a talent manager and used to be Wizkid's manager at that time.
Wizkid's in Nigeria.
Yeah, Wizkid, yes.
Oh, Wizkid as in the big artist.
Yes,
oh
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so you've been really high there. Okay, yeah.
I mean, I didn't work with Wizkid directly at any point, but Godwin Tom was Wizkid's manager, and I learned the appropriate way, the professional way to being a talent manager.
Right.
And so that's how the journey into talent management, being an artist relationship manager, started. And then over time, I also had to work with Godwin Tom doing events. So worked with One Day Cole, worked with a band, a group called SDC. So we did something called Palm Wine Festival, which was, it's a really nice event. And so that's how my interest continued to grow as regards, you know, music. And that's been my influence from Nigeria. So that's how I started really into music.
Okay, so a little birdie told me that part of that journey also included something with the Virgin Music Group. Is that?
So so I worked with a company called Republic 54, and yes, so some of our talents were also under Universal Music.
It was Universal Music.
Yeah, Universal Music. Yeah, so we had a couple of people. I think as at then I started with Tomi Owo, a Nigerian artist. Then Blinky Bill, a Kenyan. And then Ketura King, a presenter, CNN presenter, because we're not just doing music, so we're talent managers to both music artists and footballers and different. So it's a talent.
Multi-arts.
Yes. So talent management company. We worked Alaji Techno as well, and a few others that were, you know, in that relationship and all of that.
I like how you're casually just dropping these names. I mean, these are big names. When you say techno, we're like, what?
Well, yeah, they are big names, but then what we saw was work.
Yeah.
We didn't just see. So what we saw was so this person has new music out.
Yeah. How
do we push it? I remember the first instance of me meeting, of me working with Republic 54 was with an artist called Tomi Owo. She's a Nigerian, very good voice, very lovely voice. And the first song that I remember was Beautiful. So it's, Beautiful by Tomi Owo. And, you know, the concept was basically to see how to release the music. So we were to create a release plan. So it was more of what release plan would work for this kind of music. You listen to the song, listen to the texture, listen to everything, then oh, who is going to best feature us on this track for a remix? Which audience are you trying to sell this music? So it's more like a marketing kind of thing, but you know, with music and all of that. So that's it really.
So that's the fabric of who Akinseye is in the space. Yeah. So let's move forward to Sheffield. Before we actually get to Sound Café and its establishments, you didn't come specifically to do music or music promotion or artist promotion. Where did you start from in Sheffield?
So when I came into Sheffield, the idea was to continue, because I have a flair for art, and so it started off as a hobby, to be fair. It started off with me doing just photography.
Oh yeah, of course, I've met you as a photographer.
Yes. So it started with me doing photography, and back in Nigeria, I produced 2 episodes of a web series, TV series called Mianzi Kids Can Cook. Please check it out and don't laugh at me.
Oh, look at it.
So I did that. So I really wanted to pursue filmmaking. I still do. So I came into Sheffield to study filmmaking. Okay. To have a master's in filmmaking, just so I could have more experience, have more connections, have a brighter range of people to work with as well. So that was the primary reason I came into Sheffield as a then. And then, I like to introduce myself as Akinseye. I am a film and event producer. So you can't take that film and events away from me, but yeah, so that's how I came to Sheffield, to actually study filmmaking. Sheffield Hallam University, to be precise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Is that done now, the masters? Or are you still doing it?
Oh yes, it's done. So I finished 2023. I had a distinction.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you.
So you've got the credibility of a filmmaker.
Yes, I do.
You haven't made a film yet here, but
I have. I've made a few films. Yeah. So, as a filmmaker, you can not. It's not just one role. You can either be a data wrangler, be an editor, be into sound, or whatever the role of the job. So I've done a few films with RAV4, even a BBC drama. So I've worked as a DIT.
What's a DIT? I wouldn't know what that is.
So it's more like a data wrangler, where the footage is taken from a film. You are to safeguard those footages and back them up into an external hard drive. Yeah. Because those memory cards are usually formatted on the go. They're usually deleted on the go. Okay. So basically the memory card is full, they give it to you, you back them up and make sure that it's well backed up into multiple drives. And then you give back the empty memory card or the full memory card back to the camera crew, really. So it's a very nice...
It is a good one, and I think we've had the privilege of you doing some of that work actually with us. I just didn't know it had a name on African Voices, as we did the Africa Summit in London. So thank you for that. Yeah. Now, so let's come back to the actual involvement with the sector. So that filmmaking bit, but then I also saw you doing some work at Utopia Theatre. Yeah. So you have been quite around, and also with Migration Matters Festival, I've seen you there. Sadaka. So where did it all start before you said, you know what, I'm going to go back to my first love of music? Where did it all go? So,
Sound Café, let me just hint a little back and forth. Yeah. So the idea of it started way back in Nigeria. I really wanted to do live events, bring people together. The purpose was to promote emerging artists, to promote emerging talents. That was the reason. So I started at Utopia Theatre as a photographer, and then I got hired as a community engagement ambassador. So I was doing community engagement. That was when I realized that what I used to do in the music space, because then we call it audience relationship manager or artist relationship manager, then we're focusing on the audience. And getting an audience means you were speaking to an audience. But for community engagement, you're not just speaking to them, you're also ensuring that they speak back to you. Yeah, so building community. And I loved that aspect of it. So, in fact, when Utopia Theatre was when they were opening the hub officially, the creative hub. Then I'd not even started working there. I spoke to someone there and I said, can you please allow us perform live music here, African live music in the space.
Okay.
Yeah, so so they allowed us to, showcase that, which more or less is the preamble to how Sound Café.
Which one was your first event then? Was that KFE? Utopia then.
So the one at Utopia was not an event; it was just a showcase.
Music.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
great.
yes, it was just a showcase. I had a saxophonist. I had so I will mention their names.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So I had Adedoyin Oseni. He's a saxophonist. He's a friend. I had Julius Obende, percussionist.
Yeah.
I had a keyboardist called Caleb, and then a very wonderful brother as well, Shego. He plays the guitar. So we came together and said, okay, let's do something. How can we? And then I also had a friend from Nigeria who we also do the music business together. His name is Udeme. So we came together to say, okay, let's.
So Udeme was in the country at the time.
Yeah, it was. So we say, let us create something and showcase, because I really wanted to showcase that I could do African live music, and I also wanted it to be a testing ground to see, okay, how would people take it? How would people enjoy? Listening to African live music? And the reception, I mean, it was not a music event, it was an opening for
an opening, like it did feel like,
so it was a good start for me. That was Utopia Theatre. Then, I mean, for every other person you've mentioned, I've either worked with them either as a photographer. So with Ruth Billy, I started working with them as a photographer. Even up to working with, because I think I did Never Look Back as a photographer.
So when it was on its R&D, the first performance.
And then also I also worked.
The Crucible Theatre.
Yes, you're right. And then I also worked as a photographer at Migration Matters Festival 2024. And this year I was a festival rep as well at Migration Matters Festival.
Okay.
So yes, that's basically my relationship, just
with the
art and music really, and just volunteering or working with different people along the way.
Can I take you back to the showcase that you did at Utopia Theatre?
Okay.
I love that you highlighted there's a saxophonist, there's a percussionist, there's a guitarist. There are all these people of African heritage, or Africans for that matter, that are talented in the music space. Who else have you been meeting that we haven't seen, that we should be thinking about, and how are you finding talent locally?
Good question. So, I mean, to be fair, since I moved to Sheffield, it's probably just 2.5 years now, almost 3 years now. How have I been? Let me answer. How have I been finding talent? I would say conversations, relationships. Just today, I found out about someone. Am I allowed to mention the name?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I found out about KOG just from you. So relationships, that's how I really meet people. And also, I could just be scrolling, because I've got good music taste. I could just be scrolling on Instagram, and I mean, I've set Instagram to show me stuff around, and Instagram will basically show me stuff around Sheffield anyways. So it shows me music talents who are in the UK, who are doing stuff. They sometimes are not even based in Sheffield.
Right.
And just different places. I'm a very conservative person, very reserved person. And it takes a lot of effort for me to actually introduce myself sometimes, because I can be quite introverted. But when I go to events, one of the things that I love to do is at least put up a smiling face so that I'm approachable. So when people say, hey, hello, how are you? I respond, and then I try get to know them. That's how I've been meeting people. I've met Kayefi. Well, I think I met Kayefi. So I knew Kayefi way back in Nigeria.
As an artist.
Okay, yes. Right. I don't think she knew me because,
you're in the back.
Yeah, background. Yes, we're always in the background. And nobody actually knows us. Because that's where we are. And so I knew Kayefi from Nigeria because I used to manage someone called Giz Baba, a talent as well. And then he was working with someone called Idi Kabasa, which is like a big producer in Nigeria,
right.
and also works with Kayefi. He's like the big brother of a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so so that's how I knew Kayefi, because she would sing and all of that. So I met her at Utopia Theatre. She came at some point. I was like, I introduced myself saying, hey, hi. I'm into the music space. You probably don't know me, but I would really love to work with you sometime.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that was all. That happened.
That
so that happened in 2023. That introduction. Maybe in 2024, I then realized, oh come on! I mean, I could call Kayefi to come headline the inaugural Sound Cafe. So that's how I really meet artists, relationships,
right.
talking to people, being in spaces, going for events.
Yeah.
Even when I'm tired, just going for those events.
Showing up, people building those, and it is an ecosystem. I want to understand from you, in your words, what do you mean when you say African music that you're spotlighting?
Very good question, because a lot of people just puts African music in a niche. So African music is music done by Africans, music from Africans, music from Africans from people of African heritages as well. I love to use examples of jazz, rap, the hip hop culture, done by people who are from African American communities in America. So that's African music. We also have the popular ones. We have Amapiano, which is from the South, Afrobeats, which is from West Africa, Highlife, which is also from West Africa. Then we have something called world music as well, that people like Amadou and Miriam do. So we've got different genres of music. So Africa has
quite a wide range
of music. So when I say African music, it's not just the popular ones, it's also those little ones, and those ones that are from people in diaspora, people of African heritages outside of Africa, doing great stuff. And all of that. So yeah,
I promise you, down the line of this conversation, I'm going to hold you to account for why you've only showcased Nigerian artists, as far as I know, since I met you. But before we go there, there was something you were trying to explain to me about the origins of what we're thinking of as rhythm of blues in the US, as you understand it. I thought that was quite fascinating. Could you just repeat it for my audiences as well?
Okay. So I mean, so the way blues and soul music and all of that, it started, during the era of people who were, the slave trade eras in America and all of that, and how people were using music to heal by the rivers of Babylon, those kind of songs. And, so, I mean, some of these songs are recent, some of them are old. But the genre, the style of music, like there's this song then that's, oh Lord, I want you to help me. Oh Lord, and all of that. So
I'm trying to dance along with you, but I've been told my shirt is rustling, so I'm going to behave. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a good one. So really, music, that's how music, those genres of music like blues and soul music and, even jazz, started from the African American communities, people who were, migrated to a different place at that time. So that's how those music, and R&B, which is rhythm and blues, also is born out of rhythm and blues. So yeah, it's basically just music from people who are of African descent, really. And it's good to actually always remember to spotlight these things, because so that we know that we as Africans, we've come a very long way, regardless of where we are, regardless of if the music started in Africa, as it were, or if it starts in Europe, or if it starts in America. Wherever it starts, it doesn't still take away the fact that it was started by people of that heritage. Okay. African heritage.
And so it speaks to the essence of the music you are showcasing,
of what I'm showcasing, yes.
Which means that it's quite a wide range.
Yes. And to answer your slaw, which
yes, I did.
Yeah. So I mean, I am Nigerian, and one of the things is, you start from where you are comfortable with, and most times it's always good, because before this interview we had a conversation where we spoke about being able to let people trust you and all of that, you know, testing waters and all of that. So people would not know that I am capable of doing these things except I start. Just start. So it was important to speak to people who understand Creole or Pidgin English, for example. Afa now. Come help me now. Which means come and help me, really. So please come help me. I am in their need of your help. I have this idea and I want to do it. Of course, I'll pay, but maybe I'll not pay as much as you are worth because I don't have that money now. But I will definitely still try to pay. And so that's how I brought mostly Nigerians. And to be fair, I would say that even though we've not just done only Nigerians, we've done other bands as well. But even for the bands that are made up of mostly Nigerians, we do music across, because I mean, maybe later we'll talk about
the culture side.
The culture, because we did music from East, West, North Africa. So we did South Africa.
Starting to make your way through the continent.
Yes, through the continent.
And I know you've been trying to get Franz Vaughan, who is from Jamaica. So maybe there's some green shoots there. You're probably forgiven. I'll think about it.
Thank you.
So you decided to register Sound Café, like after testing out a few things. You registered Sound Café, is it 2 years ago now? Over a year ago.
Just a year.
Just a year now.
Yes, I registered Sound Café in April because I really wanted to be taken seriously. I just didn't want to come off as someone who was trying to do things. I want to do it for posterity. This is something that if I look back 10, 20 years from now, it's something that I would really love doing. So it's something I will continue to do. So why not start now? Do it properly now. Have a business registered that if you're sending invoices or sending whatever, people know that there's credibility behind it. And also because, like I said before, I'm an introvert. So I want to be able to differentiate between Akinseye, the person, the event producer, and Sound Café, the community brand. So I also wanted to have that distinction one way or the other, that to say Sound Café is not, yes, Akinseye started Sound Café, but in the next 50 years, and it's an institution of its own that should stand on its own.
Actually, is Akinseye, I see you, whenever you write your name, you write trademarked. Is it trademarked? Or do you just put it? I mean, like even in your WhatsApp, it's trademarked. It's got a TM.
TM. Oh, okay.
Is that just for?
It's just for. So it's my name itself is not. I mean, it's not a very popular name. It's not a very common name. We have things like Akin Ade or Akin this or Ayod Adesheye, but most people, for you to find Akinseye is very rare. And my name is very unique as well because it means in summary Wonder Warrior. Or Honorable Warrior.
What language is that?
That's Yoruba.
Like Wonder Warrior.
Yes. So a warrior doing wonders. Or a warrior doing honorable stuff.
Right.
Yes, so because Sheye means doing wonders, doing honorable things, doing things that has to do with integrity. So that's Akinseye.
I'm going to throw a stereotype out there, and I apologize to audiences, it is a stereotype, but can you give me some reasons why this is probably true or not true? Is it, we think of Nigeria, and when it comes to the arts, so movies, films, singing, etc., we think Yoruba. We think of entrepreneurship, we think Igbo. Is that a fair stereotype?
No, it's not a fair stereotype, but also there's something called culture, right? And culture is passed across. So when it comes to the concept of, there's a kind of trade it's the what we call apprenticeship in the West or in Europe. There's that
it's built into culture.
Into culture in the Igbo community, where a man brings people who are not his own children, trains them into his own business for years until they master that trade, until they are trusted and they've mastered the trade, and then it sets them up. So say after you serve me for 10 years, and I sell things like computers, for example, I sell computer peripherals and gadgets, and then I set up a warehouse for you for you. Not yes, I set up a warehouse for you. Pay for the warehouse, stock the warehouse with goods, put a lot of things in there, and say now you go and prosper.
Right.
So that's very common to the Igbo culture.
Okay.
For the outsiders, we have people who are very business oriented, so they are very individualistic. So they do a lot of business, sell this, sell that, sell cattle, sell sugar, like Dangote and a lot of northern. And then for the Yorubas, we are more on the creative side.
Yeah. Okay, so the stereotype's correct.
Yes. So yes, it's the culture,
but
because
it's the culture that builds that.
Yes, like, because the Yoruba culture is about music, dance, community. You understand?
Performance.
So you see a lot of parties. Imagine it's in the Yoruba culture that you would throw a party for the success of a party.
You're throwing a party for the success of a party.
You get what I mean? So it's we are very, very
I have to say, some of the greats that we, as a Zambian, some of the great authors that I grew up around are of Yoruba heritage. I think the Wole Soyinkas, the authors that are celebrated quite broadly around the world as well.
And even arts people, like I worked with Utopia Theatre, someone like Mojisola. Yes,
she's amazing.
She's
one
tenacious.
Of the best Sheffield, one of the best directors
exactly. She's very inspiring. Yeah. So I think I won't call it so it's not a fair stereotype, because there are other people.
It's the culture,
but it's just the culture. Yes, it's the culture. Yeah.
So that culture, that idea of fostering culture. We, in the last few years, Sheffield has seen a shift in how we're approaching culture through the cultural strategies. I don't know whether you participated in any of those things, but I do know that one of the outcomes were these cultural hubs that are taking place in conjunction, led by the council. And the very first one, which was on the 10th of June, you actually partnered with the council. You were the first one to deliver those events. Walk me through that process. How did you come about it, and how did you experience it?
Networking, community, talking to people. So I met, I won't mention names for this one. So I met someone at an event where I went to speak about Sound Café to say, hey, we are Sound Café. What we do is we promote African live music and culture and storytelling, and we want to be at your next event. We want to tell your story, create something for your own audience. So whatever the audience is, if you're into sports, fashion, or you're talking about maybe mental health or wellness, well-being, you want music that would suit your audience, suit your people, we can create something that will get people dancing, get people moving. And so I went there to speak at that event, just like that, and I met someone there. We got talking, and it was like, oh, I work with Sheffield City Council. Awesome. I would like to we are working on Culture Club, which is...
it's Culture Club, not Culture Hub.
Yeah, Culture Club, which is a club for Culture Sheffield, which is, I think Culture Sheffield is like a new niche.
Yes, so the new department in the city council, which is led by Sarah Sharp, an amazing person who's actually come from the culture sector, arts, and led quite a few, and now is culture manager for Sheffield City Council. Yes. So that's where that is.
Yes, and so I got talking, and I was told, can you do this? I said, yes, why not? So I called a few people together. I said, can we make this work? I think I spoke to Julius as well. Say, can you make this? And so we put together a band. We put together, because that's what I do. It's basically just reaching out, building the experience, really. So it's not that's why most times I always like to emphasize that we are not just a band. We have access to different bands. The concept is not to have one band, but to have multiple people who are being celebrated and who are being, because we want to be able to also promote these people as well, especially some of them who are either emerging or popular, regardless, but we want to work with them. And so we put that together, and it was a success. People enjoyed it. They loved it. I would say it's one of my most proud moments, realizing that I've only been doing this for 1 year. and I am humbled. I am really humbled. When that happened, I think on the morning of the 10th of June, it dawned on me that you're actually doing something this big. And
it's the very first one.
Yeah, it's the
out
first
of the
one.
cultural strategy.
Yes.
Some of the deliverables include that, and you did the very first one.
The very
I would
first one.
say it's a pretty big deal.
Yes, but it didn't feel that way. It felt like I was numb. Like I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. I was grateful, yes, but it was just a normal like. And then that morning it dawned on me that this is big. Why are you downplaying this?
Yeah.
You've come a long way, because I mean, this year I've had to cancel I think 2 events of my own. And at some point, when you start feeling like, oh man, I'm a failure because I postponed my event or I cancelled my event. And then all of a sudden, it dawns on you that you're actually not a failure.
Yeah.
Those failures don't define you. What defines you is how you continue to keep going, how you continue to show up. And, people would see that you're showing up and they would want to work with you. So, yeah, that's Culture Club, and that's how it happened.
Okay, well done on that one. How did you put... so who were the featured artists actually on that one? In the band,
in the band. So in no particular order, drummer, his name is Adeniyi, great guy, funny guy. I've got Gideon, plays the guitar, very, very calm guy. I've got Toby Williams, he plays the bass. I've got, of course, Julius Obende.
Yeah. Julius,
multi-talented person. He was on the percussion that day. Then I've got Kayefi as well.
Who has now moved to Sheffield and is so he's part of the permanent fixture of the artists in Sheffield.
Yes. Kayefi has moved. So when Kayefi performed at Sound Café last year, she was still in London. Yeah. And we had to bring her all the way from London to Sheffield.
Okay, why were you overlooking Sheffield talent?
I didn't overlook Sheffield talent. Who was available was Kayefi. Please. Okay. I beg you.
Putting you under pressure for nothing there.
Yeah, but yes, definitely. I understand. But Kayefi was... So Kayefi came. She's currently in Sheffield. She's also very amazing. And she's very versatile, because that day we didn't just do our own music. We did music. She even composed a song together with Julius, for that particular event. Yes.
Yeah.
Something that goes, away, away, we are Africa. Away, away, we are Africa. Really good, I must commend. So all credit to the both of them, Julius Obende and Kayefi. Yes,
they did that.
They did that.
And one thing about it, usually you'll find it's the usual audiences, for different things, but with that particular one, it was Sheffield really showing up in every form, color, culture. Everybody showed up. How did you capture that energy? How did you feel about that?
Felt like finally this work has started, because I know I'm just starting. I'm 1 year at Sound Café. Yes, maybe in the music space I've been doing this since a long time ago. But here, and even at Sound Café, I'm just 1 year old. So being able to see that this work is being recognized and people want to work with or want to see African talents. They want to work with us and they want to see it is a very good blessing, something I'm really grateful for. And so yes, it's more like a good start for me. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay. Are you still doing talent management here? Are you planning on doing it, or have you started? Or do you have any artists?
Yeah, so I have people I'm considering at the moment. Some of the reasons I have not delved fully into it is because I've got a few other loose ends to tie. But as soon as I tie those loose ends, talent management, because one of the goals or the missions for Sound Café, we've got 7. One of them is collaboration. One other one is being able to work with talents, collaborating with young talents, especially young ones. So would definitely be doing that when we are having young people come up. So it's still in the works. It's something we would definitely do. It's something I would definitely do because it's something I love.
And is that talent in music only?
No, not
because you've done more than just music.
Yes. So it's not just talent in music. It's even if you're a chef and you want to be out there, you want to create a brand for yourself. If you're a footballer, you want to create a brand for yourself. I would love to work with anyone who is serious about their craft. I always like to say something that I don't see myself as a king, but I like to see myself as a kingmaker.
Why did I hear you say that before you said it? Yeah, kingmaker.
Yeah, I like to see myself as a kingmaker because I'm not necessarily the one in front, but it gives me so much joy. It's more like a baby coming to life.
And you're watching it?
Yes, grow. So it gives me so much joy when I can work with a talent. Emphasis on who loves what they are doing and is serious about what they are doing. And they are, just blooming because we are working together and we are creating nice content. We are creating nice strategies to promote their music or to promote their talent. It gives me so much joy to see it come to light. So I don't think I would trade talent management for anything else.
This is you.
Yes, it's me. Yeah.
Okay, and then there's also, we can't shy away from the fact that this is also a business, right? Conversations around business and entrepreneurship are quite elusive, especially amongst, I'm not going to say the African diaspora, but I do think amongst Africans ourselves, we tend to shy away from the idea of business. I like being a social entrepreneur because I don't think I can do hardline just business. What are your feelings about that? And is that the direction you're taking? Is this Akinseye the business?
So in terms of business, so yes, you're right. Some Africans like to shy away from paperwork. So you don't want to sign a contract. You just want us to work on the vibes. That won't work. No.
No. We're not eating vibes.
No, we're not eating vibes. So my take on that is that there is money to be made. Stop leaving money on the table. I like to tell people a lot, even as a photographer, I like to say, you have a gig, you're planning an event and your budget is £500 for that photography. And my charge for that kind of thing is maybe 2,000 or 1,000. And I know that you're struggling. I know.
Yeah.
Because some people lie about these things as well because they want to underpay. But once I can sense that, oh yeah, you really need this, I won't leave that money on the table because number one, I am helping.
Yeah.
And what happens is that for those who actually usually value it and those who are sincere in the first place, they'll call you again to say, hey, we struggled the last time.
Yeah.
We had just £500. Now we have £2,000. We would like to work with you again. So my take on that is first build relationships with people. It's not always about the money. It's first about the relationship. And then second, ensure that
your values, I guess, would be somewhere at the top as well, right?
Yeah, your values, because you need to align as well.
Yeah.
You need to, someone like me, I place honesty and integrity very high.
Yeah.
So I need to trust you. If there's anything that I will place above those two, funny enough, it's kindness.
Okay, nice.
You need to be kind. I've seen a lot of times that we only are kind to people that we can benefit from.
Not everybody.
And not everybody. So once I sense that kind of value in you, it's very much that I would most likely work with you at arm's length.
Yeah.
Because I know that you are only working with me because you think I have something to offer. But there are other people out there who are growing, who are struggling, who are trying to also, get something done. And you also need to be kind to them. Of course, you would not sell your business. You would not give someone a deal worth thousands of pounds when you know they're just starting out, or they're just starting out. They are not yet well experienced enough to handle that kind of thing. Yeah. Definitely, you can maybe give it to someone else, ask them to come along. But it's always good to be kind to people. It's always good. I can't emphasize how kindness important.
And bringing people along
yes, it's really I think as Africans, if we can love ourselves more and be very much kind to ourselves, there's a lot of things. Yes, there's a lot of things we will do. A lot of things.
So much more. We had a conversation as you were in the run up to you registering Sound Café. we talked about, we had a mini chat about what models there were there. At the time, I think you were leaning towards a CIC. Is that what happened, or what is it now? Is it a...
It's a company now. It's a limited company.
By guarantee, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I mean, the idea is to go into community stuff eventually, because we would love to have a community side to it, especially because that's how we can build the community more. So it's not just for profit only. We don't want to just focus on the profit aspect of things as well. But so yes, especially when we are getting to the point where we are doing talent management. Because it's born from the Igbo culture, apprenticeship. So we most likely won't be. I don't think we would want to charge anybody to come work with us. Yes. Okay. So we would even want to pay them as well. So so pay them for learning. So which is what apprenticeship is. So absolutely. So would and then promote them, groom them, because there a lot of artists hide under very frivolous things like smoking and drinking before they can create. So we need to also come work with them to see that you can actually create without doing those habits. As you are, because you have it in you. You have it in you already. Be you, yes, and be real. And also, a lot of them are only comfortable in indoor, so in studio. So you can only record, but I want you to come out and perform. So having stage presence, how do you do it? It's something that I know how to do. It's something I know. I'm a very good teacher, by the way. You are? Okay. Yeah, I've taught a lot. So,
I've got some rapid fire questions for you that I really wanted you to get into. You ready?
Okay.
First one. First record you ever fell in love with?
Oh, I can't remember the first record I ever fell in love with, to be fair. If there's anyone that comes to my mind, almost immediately, it's actually a song by Hillsong.
Oh wow! The Australian outfit.
Yes. I think is he Hillsong London?
Hillsong, they are from Australia.
Yes, but
the gospel artist.
Yes, gospel. Yes. So there's this song called "I Will Go Where You Want Me to Go," because the lyrics of that song is "I will go where you want me to go. I will do what you want me to do." So it's more like saying, God, I am ready for you. So yes, that would be the first song. If there's any other song, I've got a few others, but let's not go into that.
That's that one. Okay. The dream city you'd like to take Sound Café to next?
City I would like to take Greece.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Why? That's beautiful, but why?
I want to have a destination event. Yes, I would like to have a destination event, either Greece or Tanzania, or Thailand. Those three.
Okay.
Yeah. So any of those three.
I didn't see Thailand in that, but okay, right.
Really?
I could hear Tanzania, and you're thinking Zanzibar, because when you're thinking Greece, I think Zanzibar is more the Tanzanian aspect that you're thinking, right? Is it Zanzibar or Tanzania itself?
Tanzania.
Okay. Why? You like what's his name? Platinum Diamond?
I mean, it's just the culture, the people. Yes, it's an African place, but it's good to have a mix of African. Yeah, and it's a destination event. I love destination events. So yes, Greece is my number one.
Greece is your number one. Yeah. If I could wave a magic wand and I said, tell me, which live artist would you like to book?
Next.
Just generally, like, who is your dream artist?
That I'd like to book.
Live artist.
That's a very tough one.
It can be tough.
It's tough because I'm a talent manager and I like to work with all of them. So
who would you like to book?
Oh my goodness. Who would I like to book though? That's a very big question, and I think I need to spend time thinking of that.
Give me two.
Okay. Number one, I think I would like to book Adekule Gold. He's a Nigerian artist. Slash Burna Boy.
Okay, all right.
Slash Burna Boy, because they've got two different styles that I like.
Yeah, we know Burna Boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Magic Wand. There's this person that I worked with when I was in Republic 54 that I think I would love to work with her again. She's South African. Her name is Nobile.
Nobile, okay.
Yeah, so
She was quite good.
She's good.
She's good.
And I think she needs more. I would love to work with her. She's a dancer as well. So she's danced for Davido.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Right. So I think that's someone I would love to work with.
Is she based in London by any chance?
I think so.
Oh, right. She was in Sheffield for Doc Fest this year.
Really?
She was performing for Bafakoto. But
really,
I have to end it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with one last question. What does one word to describe Sound Café?
Community.
Community. Akinseye, it's been really lovely having you on African Voices platform, and we wish you the very best with Sound Café as you go forward.
Thank you very much for having me. It's really a very good pleasure being here. Thank you.
Lovely. So thank you so much for joining us. That was Akinseye, the founder of Sound Café, that's right here in Sheffield. Thank you for watching.